Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are going on to, what is it? Today is day 26. Now, I've been going through some of the basics this week because I want to get a bunch of questions answered that come up over in the Facebook group. If you guys aren't in the Facebook group already, go follow Charlie Plays Guitars. Got a picture of me with this guitar on there. There's different Charlie out there somewhere. But you can go ahead and follow us along and ask questions and all that good stuff, or ask questions here on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. I appreciate y'all for being here and joining the ride. Today's lesson is going to be about minor pentatonic scales, which is the gateway to lead guitar. And when we dive into this, it's a must-know scale for anyone that wants to explore lead guitar and improvisation. It's a simple, versatile, and foundation of countless solos in blues, rock, and pop music, according to ChatGPT. Now, what's in the minor pentatonic scale? The minor pentatonic scale consists of 5 notes from the natural minor scale, which is the root note, minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, and minor seventh. Scale's pretty easy to play, and it's a box pattern that makes it great for beginners. So, let me take you through the A minor pentatonic again. We did this a couple videos ago, but I just want to review for starters. You're on your 5th fret, your low E string, so there's your A, and then you go up, it's going to be, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, let me just double check the tab real quick because I think I'm missing a note right there. 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. Okay, so technically we're going into a bit of D right there as well, but it should have, let's see, just 7 notes. So there it is right there. So you're just walking up a box, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. If you want to keep going on there, I'll give you the extended version, which technically goes into a D scale of sorts, I believe. So it's 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8 right there. And so when we go through this, I always throw that color note in for bluesy kind of stuff right there. That's a bad habit. So anyways, you can take that shape and you can go into different ones on here. Start slow with alternate picking on there, down and up strokes when you start to go through fast like that. So just then in time and practice you're gonna be like, something like that. And I even messed up a little bit on the end on there. And that's the thing, is I want to get better, so I'm going to practice. Practice makes perfect. I'll tell you that. What is perfect? We don't know, but we'll still practice. And ascend the scale and descend the scale. Focus on keeping your fingers close to the fretboard for efficiency. How to use the scales, we're going to play along with backing track in A minor or C major and experiment with different patterns and rhythms. Now, for copyright's sake, I can't post stuff like that on YouTube unless we're to create something. So if I was in A minor, let's just do 3 chords. Backing track. But I did something in C major as well instead of A minor. Let me make sure this is correct. So I believe that's in C major. It might not have the E minor in there. If anybody knows more theory than I do, please leave that in the comments. Let me know if I'm correct in playing those chord progressions, because we've been at it for 20-something days, and I'm learning theory this year. That's one of my personal goals. But you guys can be like jamming through there and be like... and improvise, just playing over those things and repeat. There's probably some backing tracks here on YouTube somewhere. As a tip I'll give you, that you can just play over and over again and then come back to my video and be like... Now without the mess ups on there. But just practice, 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 because you can take the same shape, what I just showed you with A minor pentatonic right there, and you can shift it up, and here's G, same shape right here. Or F. Can come up to B. C. And if I had a cutaway right here, I'd go to 12th fret, and you can play like a Sweet Child of Mine right there in a pentatonic form, I believe. Told you so. I'm no good on this because I don't have a cutaway, and it's been a long time since I tried to master that song back in the day, but you get my point. Those scales, they have a lot of different things in the foundations of what you can learn and play and stuff like that. So take this shape and just play with these pentatonics, go back to A again, and just be like... Taking it faster at them. Get faster at them, just make sure you're ringing clear, because if you hit one as a muted note on there, it's not going to sound too good when you're playing. It's got to be like... stuff like that. Just try to get smoother, smoother, and smoother. Then eventually, when you're playing with these shapes, you got to start to skip strings, which I won't talk about in this video because I don't want to get anybody out there confused. But if you're starting out with these pentatonic shapes, you can be like... mess around with them is what I'm saying, you know. So a simple progression practice on here. Oh, ChatGPT was kind enough today, y'all, to go ahead and give us A minor to D minor to G to C. So I believe I was out of the scale. Let me do this. Let's go. progression in A minor right there, and you could create your own jam. Like on your phone, just record yourself playing those 4 chords and the truth, whatever. And then come back up here and be like, just messing around with it to go ahead and see what it sounds like when you're playing over that progression in A minor pentatonic. And so same thing with the other ones. You could look up what's in the pentatonic shape of the G. So let's see, that'd be G, that'd be A right there, so A, that'd be B flat right there technically. You'll learn what notes are going to go in what place, which is one of my biggest goals this year too, personally, is learning what notes go where. Because like learning the theory is like the big part. I can riff, like sure, just play through, but then understanding what I'm doing so I could like improvise, or I could jam along with different stuff, or like write music eventually more again too, is like big thing. So you got to learn these things on there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and play through a couple of these again. I'm going to take you through the ones that we did. We got an F right up here on the first fret. So move 2 frets up, G. A. You'll find this one in a lot of blues music too sometimes. B. C. D. Then E. Whoop. There's a stretch right there for that. Yeah. Get my point though. You can sit here. One thing I like to do warm up on scales like this, especially in pentatonics, is just riff up and down the neck through those shapes, because that way you can go ahead and do this when we get into other scales down the road too. You could be like, okay, I'm on A minor pentatonic right here. You can start on D right here, which is, I'm not quite there in the theory yet. Somebody can pop this in the chat or in comments for me and stuff like that too. But when you move the root note, you move the scale. So A minor pentatonic has this. Whereas if you start on D, and then you'd be able to go to C, whereas you have G, F, B, and you can start moving around like that. Sky's the limit, where you can just riff through like your low E and your A, and you can come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different variations real quick, which is a wonderful, wonderful warm-up to pentatonic scales is what I'd say. We'll name them in the future, because I'll do that on a full video. We'll go through and name all the notes in each of these scales, which will be lovely. It's one of my goals this year too, to share with you. So it'd be like A, and then B flat. Then right here would be D, E, F, G, A. Yeah, so I can do it in the A minor pentatonic, I believe. And if that's correct in the minor again, I don't know. ChatGPT didn't give me that one. That's where I'm going back and forth between ChatGPT, Musician, and then I'm learning stuff from just helping share these videos with all you guys out there as well. So that's what I got for today, though, y'all. If you're enjoying this, I really appreciate it. If you take a moment, consider subscribing to the channel, because it helps me keep this thing running. Like the videos, leave comments on here what you're learning and stuff as well. Really helps us all to go ahead and jam together and stuff, and to grow and stuff like that as well. I appreciate y'all for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.